Hello friends, this video on subject and predicate part 3 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Again. Now let us talk about the order of subject and predicate. Now mostly the subject comes first and then comes the predicate. And predicate includes the verb and all the words supporting the verbs. But sometimes the subject comes after the predicate, and this concept is often called the subject-verb inversion. Let us take an example. A scary sound the watchman heard. Right? So a scary sound the watchman heard. In this case, what happens? In this case, the sentence starts with a scary sound, but a scary sound is not the subject. How do we know that? Let us again try to use the logic to find out the subject. So which is the verb here? So first of all, identify the verb. So the verb in this case is heard. So this is the verb. Now add who or what before the verb to ask a question. Like, who heard the scary sound? So what would be the answer? The answer would be the watchman heard the scary sound. So that means the watchman is the subject. So the watchman in this case is the subject, and a scary sound and heard, the remaining part of the sentence is the predicate. Now there is another way of writing the same sentence. You can very well write this sentence as the watchman heard a scary sound. So if you are given this sentence, so in this case the subject would be the watchman and heard a scary sound would be the predicate. So predicate contains the verb which is heard plus all the supporting words like a scary sound, and the subject is the watchman. So this sentence is all about the watchman. Right? But when we write the same sentence like this, we have just kind of inverted the position of the subject. Right? So in this case, you can see that the predicate comes first and then comes the subject. So this is also a possibility. So that is why I told you that do not always decide subject and predicate depending upon their order, because the orders can be interchanged as well. So, but remember one thing, that these sentences are in the active voice. But if you write the same sentence in the passive voice like this, a scary sound was heard by the watchman. So in this case, what would be the subject? So in this case, the subject would be a scary sound, because this sentence is more about the scary sound. So you see, in this case, what is the verb? Was heard. So before that, if you add who or what, so it would be what was heard by the watchman, and the answer would be a scary sound. So the scary sound is subject in this case. Now here you notice another interesting thing, that in passive voice sentences, the subject is not the doer of the action. So scary sound is not doing anything. So the doer of the action is the watchman, because the watchman is hearing the sound. So the watchman is doing something, right? So that is why I told you that in sentences in active voice, the subject is the doer of the action, but in sentences in passive voice, the subject is not the doer of the action. Now let us take one more example. There goes a beautiful car. So in this case, what is the sentence all about? So first of all, find the verb. So the verb here is goes. So what goes? A beautiful car. So in this case, a beautiful car is the subject. So here also, if you see, the order is interchanged. So the predicate is coming first and then comes the subject. Right?
Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.